each and every one of you are doing well. Once again, nice projects. You all did well. It's a good step forward. My name is Victor. I'm a graphics designer and 3D animator. But today, we're not focused on 3D animation. We're still focused on AI. AI is a tool it's a tool more for people in the generation alpha. And it is here to stay. A lot of AI tools are out there, and you guys are also going to create some. I'm not going to spend so much time on one phase today. Instead, I'm going to spread across several tools. And some of these tools we use in animation too. Yeah. So I'm going to be talking about just, briefly showing you some AI tools that already exist. And then you can also draw inspiration from there, creating your own projects. Is that all right? Is that okay? Now, we have AI tools for creating music. Yeah, and some of these AI tools for creating music, you can make the music, you can write the lyrics, and you can ask the tool, the AI, to sing the song like a particular artist you want, any artist of your choice. And then your song will be sung in form of, if it is Whiskey, Burna Boy, and so on, as many as possible. But one important thing about AI generation is, which most of you are going to be doing, is what? The AI prompt. Prompting is not enough to create AI or use AI tools. You must understand how prompt engineering works, how keywords work, which is what we're going to be doing today. Now, let's start with, I'm going to start with one you might be familiar with. How many of you know Leonardo AI? Do you know Leonardo AI? Okay, Leonardo AI is a tool that's one of the popular ones, is used for image generation and also for video generation, text to image to image generation. How do you get the best out of creating images? How do you get the best out of AI? By understanding, because AI is still artificial intelligence. It is growing. It keeps advancing regularly. So for you to get the best out of AI at any point in time, you must be able to, what's his name? Are you here with us? As if your mind has wandered very far. Are you thinking about the children at home? For you to get the best from AI, you must be able to know what you are searching for. If you don't type in the exact thing, you are not going to get the best. So even if you are going to be creating image generation tools, you yourself, you must program the AI or whatever you are doing in such a way that whatever they are searching for, they have to be so specific to get the desired result. Okay, so while I'm trying to open this, I think I will still open another one. Now, we have another one, Meshi AI. This is used to create 3D models. So you have you can see, can you see some of all these things here? These are 3D models. You know what 3D models are, right? Your 3D animations. So these are 3D models. This Meshi AI is used to create models, not just plain 2D stuff, not image, 3D models. And it is one of the popular ones too. And you can see some of the brands they have, worked with. So you should know that a lot of brands use them. These are some of the ideas, image to 3D. You bring in the image, you generate the image you want, you bring it to Meshi, and Meshi converts your image into a model, to a 3D model you can download and use for other things. I need to go back to, I don't know why this is taking so much time. All right. So this is what the interface looks like. You have video converting to video, to image, and so on. But we're going to focus, for Leonardo today, we're focusing on, and Leonardo is free, yeah, like most of them, but you have tokens that you use. So in a day, you can exhaust your tokens and all. So prompt generation, sorry. Okay. All right, so now I said something about prompt generation. If we want to create something, these are some of the things I've used, to create. Um, for different projects. Anyway, this I use this to create for a model. I was to model something, so I used this to create the image as a reference for the model I made, the 3D model I made. All right. If you are going to be generating an image and you say, let someone give us an idea of something, just give us anything, any idea, any image at all in your mind or something that we can generate. Anything. Hmm? A cat dancing. All right. If we type a cat dancing, if you type a cat dancing, you are just going to get, this is just 3 words, right? But it's too wide. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. It will give you just almost anything, just pick. Don't forget that as good as AI is, it has to bring in ideas from what already exists. I hope you know that. It has to scout the web. What already exists, it will go there and look for one or two things and bring them together. So a cat dancing is actually very wild. Why? So let's see. And you can see my tokens there. I have 144 tokens now from 150 tokens. I'm using 6 tokens to generate this cat dancing. They give you for free. You have 150 tokens to use every day. 24 hours. You have 150 tokens to use. Yes, if you use it for that day, it's exhausted. The next day you can continue with a new one. No, it doesn't stack up. Every single day is only 150 tokens you have. So every day, 150 tokens, every day, 150 tokens. Yes, based on the complexity of what you are using, the amount of tokens you need to be generated. And if you want to make more adjustments, more tokens. So this is it now. A cat dancing. Has it loaded here? This is a cat dancing. You see that it's a cat dancing, yeah, but it's not really telling a lot of story. So if you are going to be creating something like this, if you look at, if I click on one of them now, and I say describe, if I ask you to describe, I can edit it. But let's go back to what we have. A cat dancing. We could go in depth and say, let's say, depending on the project, you can say a cat or a blue cat. All right, so if we say a blue cat dancing on the table. Now, this is now what we talk about when we're talking about keywords. In keywords, I don't have to type everything once. You understand? I can type a blue cat dancing on the table I can say a blue cat dancing on the table, no background. I'm just typing several things ahead of the main prompt now. No background, a laptop, a dog, a dog, a table. So let's see what we have. We have added more keywords. We're trying to understand how to use keywords in generating images or whatever you're generating with AI. Adding more keywords, it doesn't mean that you have to type it as a sentence. It doesn't have to be a sentence. You don't have to say a boy wearing a uniform from something. No. If you just say a boy wearing a uniform, you can put a comma and say school, bad, whatever you have. Type as many keywords as possible for you to be able to define what you want to make. So for your projects, you need images for your projects. You need videos for your projects. guess what? Don't go to Google and take images from there because there's copyright problems. But when you generate your own image, you are free. And that is where image generation comes into play. Those for people that want to do fashion, things about fashion. Table, we are putting table, we are putting laptop, and so on. Yeah. Now you can see that we are building in more. A blue cat dancing on the table. Spinning. Mining. Do you have how many? Okay, you can start with that. You need only less tokens to. Is that Mesh AI? No, this is Leonardo. We're going to Mesh AI shortly, and just search for it, Leonardo AI. Said you are two. And we'll just use. You have anybody you can log in. Just place in your Google stuff. Do you have a Google account? So can you see that? Can you see that it's changing as we keep on adjusting more and more and more? It keeps changing. All right. Now, okay, your Google account is on. What's it called? That's the parent account. Okay. I think that's the problem. Okay. Yes, you can. So that is when you are working with Leonardo AI. Now, I was talking about Mesh AI. If you are going to create a 3D model on Mesh AI, it has to be a model that doesn't have distraction. It has to be something that doesn't have a background. It has to be something plain. Any image you are working with has to be something plain. So let's go to Mesh AI. Like I said, I will just touch some of this and then you can go later on and explore. Asking you for just for now, just save the. Okay, if you have your paper and your pen there, I want to list out some things I need you to write so you can check them out later. For image creation, AI for image creation, Leonardo AI, Deep AI, GPT, and also Meta AI. Meta AI is, popular. It's owned by Meta, who owns Facebook, Instagram, and is even there. You see anybody who has Instagram or you happen to have one or WhatsApp, even WhatsApp now, you always see their stuff. You can use that too. But one way or another, Meta AI, I don't really use Meta AI so much because it's kind of limited in its generation. So you can check that out. Leonardo, Deep AI, Chat GPT, and Meta AI. GPT, Chat GPT, Meta AI, deep AI. And also we have Canva. How many of you know Canva? Canva is popular. Yeah, so, and it's one of the software that I've taught a lot. So this is text to, you can see that text to 3D, image to 3D. So if we say text to 3D, I think let's do image to 3D. So I can drag and drop an image. I'll just go here and look for an image. Yeah. Which one is more? Okay, there are two different tools. Leonardo is for image generation. Meshi is strictly for 3D stuffs, 3D models. Yeah, you have that on. Let's see, I think you use this. Okay, so let's see what we can get with this. Although this is actually a 3D model, but it's currently an image. Then for 3D model generation, you can check out Meshi AI and Luma Labs. Meshi AI, Tripod 3D, and so I'm not going to put in anything there, I'll just generate. So let's see. So if you look at this, you see that this is a 3D viewport, a 3D space. For Leonardo. I mean, have you generated some things? You have generated some things. Now for Leonardo, sorry, let me just mention this before we go back. For Leonardo, there are certain things you can make adjustments to so that it doesn't just look real or soft. You could actually come to the style when you are generating your image. And you could select from here now, you could select number of images. This is their new version. You can select the number of images you want. If you want 4 different images, 2 images, and so on, you can do that. Yeah, that is the previous version of it. that what they said? All right, and then finally, I'm going to show you this. UDO for music generation. So this is UDO. This is what UDO looks like. It says describe your song. I'm not going to waste time writing a song. So we'll just work on auto. Yeah, okay, let me see. I will write. I'm just going to write some lyrics. Is that? Is You do, yeah. You have to click on start creating. You, yes. Welcome. All right, so let's see. Cheerful. So there are four stages. There are four stages: the style, lyrics, vibe, and oh yeah, the instrumentals. All right, so we have something here for 32 seconds. Let's see. Does this? So it's not loud. So if you listen, you see like the lyrics I put there. And I said Afro-pop. So this is currently Afro-pop. And I said Nigerian style. So there are so many things you could set and play it again. You can play it again. And this is just one verse or something. Where's the song? I see you can play it. Okay, so now the question is, where does this come in handy? If you are creating a platform, you know, and somebody comes into the platform, you know, somebody you might want a musical instrument or something playing, you could generate your own. Because using somebody else's song can cause problems. So generating your own, a calm music, you could even create an instrumental for relaxation, for a project, for anything. So that is AI for music generation. I think his name should be I am unique. I am what did I even write? So just with everything that is already down or everything I've listed, go ahead and explore them, play around with them, and even bring in some ideas into your own project, the project you are going to be working on. You know, use them. All of these platforms are free, with some limitations and all, but they are free. Did you hear it? All right. I think I can stop here today. Now let me do a recap of all the things I mentioned. If you are going to be generating music with AI, you can use Udio. If you are going to be generating images with AI, with your prompts, you can use Leonardo AI. You can use Deep AI. You could use Meta AI and Chat GPT to create images. If you are going to be creating 3D stuffs, 3D models and all, you can use Tripod 3D Meshy AI. If you are going to be generating image to video, you can also use Luma Labs, and you could also use Leonardo AI tool for image to videos. For those of you, and let me just say this, which team wants to do comic generation? Yeah. Okay, so anything, if it is text to image, as we stand now, text to image is easier. Generating text to video is a bit still difficult, even for the top companies. They still have difficulty doing that. And for the companies that can do that, they only do few seconds generation. It's not long enough. They don't have the capacity to do that. So if you are going to do your project, focus more on image creation. Then later on, you could focus on the video creation. So that is that. Any question? Please ask questions based on everything, or if it's relating to your project, or if it's relating to anything I've said so far. Any question? So you understood everything I said. Out of all the softwares or all the platforms that I mentioned, which one interests you more? Or which one do you think you want to use more? Deep AI. Okay. Which other one? Any other person? Which other platform do you think you might want to explore more or integrate? Udio. Okay. I think I love Udio too. Personally, I spend more time on Leonardo AI. As you can see, I have more stuff there because I can play around there more than some other ones. Yeah. And Meshi AI 3D, I'm a 3D modeler, so I don't really generate stuffs. I make my own stuff. So